What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We are here with another Beatbox reaction. This time we're looking at Berywam versus the Beatbox House. And this is a fantasy battle. Not really too sure what fantasy battle means, but the thumbnail had like 1 million people up there, so I'm guessing it's like a 5-on-5 battle. But we're about to find out. We're about to shut up and turn it up. Let's roll.
Beatbox House versus Berywam, World Beatbox Camp. Crowd, if you're ready, I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1 in 3!
That's a lot of people on the stage.
Everybody talks, but they don't have to walk. Yeah. Everybody talks, but now everybody walks. Yeah. Everybody talks, everybody.
Hey, slow it down, man. Hey. That siren is tight. What?
Yeah. Drop it on the beat. 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 Rock it on the beat. Yeah. Drop it on the beat.
Time.
Okay, that was fire. Okay, I like how they took some time to build that type of. It almost gave us that. That definitely was a soundscape that they gave us. They had a lot of rumbles, had these real bubbly sounds and everything. I remember y'all telling me when I was looking at another reaction when I think it was Kacha. That guy that did that bubbling sound, he was telling me that he filled his mouth with water and he was doing that kind of bubbling sound. That's interesting, and also kind of gave me another side of thinking when it comes to people who do beatbox, all the type of things that they take into props and stuff they use to produce these sounds. You know, the props and everything, but it still takes talent to produce sound. That police siren that he was doing was just straight off, like, had me going like, whoa, what's going on? It was so believable. And I like how he was doing the countdown to make sure everybody was on sync, because you got all those beatboxers over there. Everybody's got to be within rhythm. I wasn't really vibing to it as much, but we're gonna keep going because we got 17 minutes of pure fire.
Just jamming. We're just jamming.
It was jamming.
That was the Beatbox House, representing the United States. All right, crowd. It's on Berywam. I say the 3, you say the 2 and the in 3.
Riz mine. And
Are you ready?
I'm already liking it. Sounds familiar.
up for the gunshot. Rastafari number 2, I remember. We got to make it right, cause we the real beat makers. To make some nice love, no need to come from Jamaica. Best beatboxers in the house are the Berywam.
They playing the trumpet. Okay, all right. So one thing that stood out to me with this one was when I believe Rhythmon. I believe that's his name, right? It is Rhythmon, right? Well, the guy right here on the right with the jacket on with the stripes, gray one. When he was doing that sound, somebody else was doing a sound, you know, kind of giving that rise. But while they was doing that, he was kind of timing with his throat to rise with it. And it almost sounded like he was doing both of these sounds himself, which I know that type of stuff is impossible to be able to strain your throat like that and make that sound and at the same time kind of give that whoosh. But I liked it because everything was timed and it made it like really believable. I really thought it was coming from one person. For some reason, all five of them reminded me, especially at the end, reminded me of like one of them old school 5-man singing bands, you know what I'm saying? Like they were way back in the old days. And when they did the harmonies, right, when they started going from down all the way up, that was the type of stuff you see like groups like Temptations and all them, when they do all those little moves and everything and they harmonize. I kind of got that feel from right there. But that was fire. I'm gonna have to give the first round to Berywam. I didn't like Beatbox that much because, like Scott said, at least I think Scott said it, he said they was just grooving. That's what they were doing. It was just up there just jamming. But for this round, Berywam I think took it as far as like talent, technique, and getting everybody jamming. So second round.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. When they supposed to
Beatbox
repeat them?
House round 2. You guys are situated, everything's good to go? I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1, Beatbox!
That's some good German they speaking.
And then just touch me till I can get satisfaction. And just touch me till I can get satisfaction. Push me and then just touch me till I can get satisfaction. Make some fucking noise, y'all. Let's go.
Come on, crowd.
Go get it out.
Do the cotton eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If I could do the Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Everybody jump! If I could do the Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If you let it be for Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Drop it. Hip hop a doop 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 freestyle in that motherfucker! I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta just do whatever comes to mind, man. That's what I like, especially I would like to see some of this beatboxing where where all of it's like freestyle. I mean, you ain't gonna really know if it's freestyle because I believe when beatbox, what they do, like in the spare time, you could practice beatbox no matter what you're doing, right? You could be at work just beatboxing when you ain't got no customers, beatboxing if you're in sales, if you work at a car wash, you just beatbox all the time. So that's why I think like when it comes to the like competitiveness, it's really really high because of the fact that you can literally practice anywhere at any point at any time. Okay. Now, one thing I liked about what Beatbox House was doing is they have a lot of underlining sounds, right? And you go through it and you listen to it and you listen to every single one of those that's making this type of this beat that you're hearing. Because when we're listening to them, I'm sitting here waiting for something to stand out. So when they started beatboxing, I stopped waiting for that to stand out and I started trying to pay attention to all these little intricate details, such as whoever was carrying the bass was nice and smooth. It wasn't transitioning over. And then when the singing came, the Cotton Eye Joe, that was really funny. And then they slowed it down and kind of remixed it. At the beginning, where he it reminded me of another song where like now I'm trying to figure out where did that come from. I think it came from when I think that was the beat that was playing on the Matrix when they walked into that club, right? When Neo walked into that. No. Oh, I forgot. But I think that's what it was, like a remix version of that. But it probably was a whole different song. That's what I was getting. Okay, that was a lot better round than the first one. So they did pretty good.
Oh, it's on Berywam. I say the trois, you say the done the in trois.
Okay. I want to freestyle to this real quick. Okay, that was refreshing. All right, cause I don't know what the name of the the tone that they did. That's one of them epic songs that that you hear, like one of them cinematic songs you hear on like movies. It's one of the songs that you've heard a lot of times, but you probably heard the title of it, but then quickly forgot it. Definitely one of my situation right now. I have heard that song. Now, for them to perform it during a beatbox, that was very interesting. It almost felt like a risk as well, because that song is heavily known, and to transition that into like more of a beatbox, they did a pretty good job. Don't get me wrong. It was just not what I was expecting. I liked it. What was the language they were speaking? That's what I want to know. Was that French that they were? No, I don't think the song's in French. I really am interested with language that song is when they're doing their lyrics. Again, I'm still getting singing vibes from here, right? Not necessarily beatbox vibes. I'm getting big time singing vibes. When they were doing a do 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 do, that was very precise, and it was interesting because it was, let's say, do 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 do. I don't know, it kind of sounded like somebody added like an effect right before they did the do, and it kind of gave it more of it gave it texture. That's what I'm looking for. Like somebody was stepping on something and they were just kind of doing the the MC Hammer on some pianos, like do 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 to the left and then do 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 do. I don't know, texture I think is the word I'm looking for. That's what I was getting. It's like every single one of them was hit as if it was performed with a staccato. So okay.
Can we fix this? Can we fix this other mic right here, the 5th mic?
I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. In 3!
Is this Pony? It's freaking Pony. Genuine. I know it.
I'm just a bachelor.
Nah, bruh.
Looking for a partner.
They want it just off this, man. I like this.
Knows how to ride without even falling in love. Gotta be compatible and take me to my limits. And girl, when I'm freaking you out,
Hey.
I promise that you won't wanna get off. If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting. Come in, jump on it. You were my sun, you were mine. But you didn't know all the ways I loved you. No.
Okay.
You took a chance. Made other plans. But I bet you didn't think your day would come crashing down. No. You don't have to say what you did.
I figured it was Justin Timberlake.
I already know. I'm flat out for now there's just no chance for you and me. We'll never be. Don't make it sad about it. And tell me you love me. Why did you leave me all alone?
Make it to the
Tell me you
Make it to the
need
bridge.
me when you call me
Make it to the chorus.
on the phone. Girl, I refuse. You must have been confused with some other guy. And bridges are burned, and now it's your turn to cry.
Damage is done, so I'll be leaving. Yeah, okay, now look, I'm obviously gonna be a little biased. You playing some Genuine. Come on now. This is the music that I grew up, most of us grew up listening to. You can't go wrong with Genuine. And here's what's interesting about their song choices is that Genuine, right? We gonna see some R&B. You want to do something. You want to do something that's got a backtrack. That's something similar to what your mouth can produce. So they did a good job choosing Genuine. If you ain't heard Genuine Pony song, shame, because that's like one of the greatest R&B songs, especially when you want to get it on. You know what I'm saying? But you've heard the actual track. It almost, I would say that it probably was a beatbox now that I'm thinking about the song. And it's just a simple backtrack. But they added so many elements. They added drops and everything. And not only that, but you got to have a singer, right? We talking Genuine here. You got to come through with the vocals. Because I imagine this is a fantasy battle, so I don't know if there's judges or not. I'm going to find out. They judging that too. And what was the guy with the shirt name off? I've seen him perform before. I'm just really, really bad with names. But he got some vocals on him. He got some pipes. It's not the best, but he delivers the message, right? And then they switched over to Justin Timberlake. Now Justin Timberlake, when in some of his songs, you hear beatbox. Like that's kind of like one of Justin Timberlake's staple. Some of the stuff that you hear in the back of his music, or most of the beatboxes, or most beatbox, what you're hearing. And they have some drops in there as well. And when they did the "Cry Me a River" and they did that do 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 do, I like that, man. That's the type of stuff that you would hear if the song was like chopped and screwed. You guys familiar with that genre, like chopped and screwed? I believe it originated in the South, or at least the South started doing it a lot when they were coming up back in the early 2000s, where they would take like a normal song and they would really chop and screw it up. Now it was great because it gave a whole nother dimension to songs that you've already heard of, and I don't know, it's basically one of them songs you sit back and lean to, but it also was a great way for me to learn the lyrics to a lot of songs, especially really, really fast songs. So basically what we heard were chopped and screwed versions of Genuine Pony and Justin Timberlake "Cry Me a River," and I enjoyed it. They took round 2 big time. At least that's what I think.
Berywam.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Så det hip hop, det hip to the hip hop. You don't stop, rock to the bang bang. You say up, jump to the rhythm, I'm to the beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove,
there you go.
I'm gonna try to move your feet.
She voguing? Oh, okay, she break dancing. Hey.
You can sing with us.
BGs.
That's not a DJ saved my life. That's not a DJ saved my life. That's how I seen them go today. Spending just one word, she say, you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get down, girl. That's not a DJ saved my life.
Hey,
That's not a DJ saved my life. That's not a saved my life. That's not a DJ saved my life. Whenever night is falling and the spirit of the party starts to come alive till the day is dawning, you can throw out all your blues and hear the city light, 'cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. So give me the night. Alright, tonight. Clap, 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 clap. Let us groove.
Hey.
It's alright, alright, alright. Let us groove. Stand in the shoes. It's alright, alright, alright.
wait, what is this song?
Give me the funk, whole funk, and nothing but the funk. Give me the funk,
Okay, okay.
whole funk, and nothing but the funk. Give me the funk, whole funk, and nothing but the funk. Give me the funk, whole funk, and nothing but the funk. Give me the funk.
You know what? Y'all see Scott back there. He looked like he's just enjoying himself. The last performance, He just back there. You gotta see him. He was over there snapping. I think before this, he was back there jamming as well. I was sitting here trying to think about coming up with a word for the performance that I'm seeing right now. And the word that I finally thought about was acapella. That's what I'm kind of getting. I'm getting big time acapella vibes from. It seems like the more members that are up there, there's beatboxing happening everywhere, but it seems like the more they go towards acapella versus like just straight beatboxing and sounds and everything. I like when they started incorporating the moves and everything. They started to kill it. They had played a whole lot of old time favorites, man. I liked it, man, because you just tugging on my soul. A lot of these songs I heard growing up. So I don't really got much to say about it, man. I mean, for the most part, this is just kind of like one of those feel good performances. You know, it almost kind of felt like a refresher or like an intermission in between. Like, oh, well, it's called World Beatbox Camp. So, okay, that makes sense why. Because the atmosphere is different, right? I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's the lighting. It's mostly probably have to do with what these teams are doing. But I really want to know what fantasy battle means. It's like no rules or something. I don't know. Is it that it doesn't get judged, or is it simply because it's a type of competition that you don't normally see in the beatbox world, which is why it's called fantasy. But it was a really good one. I don't know if they're being judged for this, but right now I would have to say who took it. Beatbox House really came strong with that last round, but I think Berywam took 2 out of the 3. So if they are getting judged, I'm gonna go with Berywam. Let me see if they are. No need to wait through the.
Berywam lives together. The Beatbox House lives together in France and in Brooklyn, New York. We are fucking pushing the boundaries. We're doing what we love. I recommend all of you work together as a fucking team, because look at that beautiful fucking magic.
I don't mean to swear so much. But when you collaborate, collaboration is key. Don't hide your shit. Share your shit. Make each other better, because life is beautiful and it's about making love.
So make fucking love, all of you. I want to see everyone make love tonight.
No, yeah. All right, yo, that's what I'm saying. This whole entire thing was just feel good, right? Just had some jams to get you out moving. You could see old girls over there doing her little break dance and everything. Everybody was in the crowd just sorry guys, keep hearing something in the background. Everybody was just getting together. They was doing anything, had dance moves, had the choreography. It looks like everybody was going fun. I don't think this is necessarily a battle. It was more like okay, that was cool. Now see what I can do. And then they was kind of vibing off each other. I don't know if obviously it had to have been rehearsed for them to be able to do those. But it kind of seemed like they all kind of had the same idea of dipping back into some of the oldies and doing some of the greats and then bringing it forward and adding their own beatbox spin on it. Nevertheless, this was really, really enjoyable. And this was my first fantasy battle reaction. So definitely gonna do more in the past. Definitely gonna be doing more in the future. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.